imagine if I never went out to venture and do more, how much that curse would have been afflicting my family now. Hey everybody, welcome back to my journey to $1 million. We on week 8. Week 8, man, turn up. Hey, listen. If this is your first time here, hit that like button. You already know that helps with the YouTube algorithms and pushes this video out to other dream chasers like yourself. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join me on my journey to my first $1 million. What I'm doing is taking you through the growth of my mindset on this journey, because see, a lot of us want the results, but you don't realize it's who you become in the process of achieving your results that allows you to sustain those results over a lifetime. You feel me? So today's video is about how to break generational curses, and this video really resonates with me because of the point that I'm honestly an example of someone who has broke a generational curse, you know? And I definitely want to get into those details a little bit more as we go into the video. But if you're a person too who right now feels like you're in a generational curse, this video will definitely help and resonate with you, because you best believe that I was in your shoes at one point, and I know how difficult it is to navigate it. But let's get right into it, man. I know that's what y'all waiting for. So couple things, man, about how to break generational curses. All right, first thing, you gotta acknowledge the existence of the curse, okay? You gotta know that it's there. For me and myself, when I realized it with my family, was that when I decided I wanted to do something different outside of working a 9-to-5 job, okay? And that's when, I would say, I don't want to say the ridicule started, but at that particular time, with that amount of knowledge I had as an individual and experience I had on life, I felt like my own family was hating on me. I'm just being real. I was sitting back like, dang. I'm telling y'all I want to be more and do more, but they're all like, no, you need to get a 9-to-5 job. You need to work for 40 years and then retire. As long as you got a roof over your head and food in your pocket, that should be happy. And I'm just like, but that doesn't make me happy. I just want to be more and do more. I feel like I could bring more value to the world, you know. And it was just one of those things where no one believed in me, and no one thought that I could do anything more than what they all did. You feel me? And so that was our generational curse, was the 9-to-5 curse of not. I'm talking about, my family is not big travelers. They haven't seen the world as much. I don't even maybe my mom has been out the country one time, maybe. But overall, it's just they were just so used to their bubble. And I just knew that the life was much bigger than that bubble, and I had to get out of it. I just had to, okay? And so next up, after you acknowledge the existence that a curse does exist, you got to identify the root cause. And I kind of gave y'all a little bit of the root cause. And mine, for my family, I believe, was security. I believe they thought that if you just worked a 9-to-5 job for 40 years and then retired, that your life is set. You don't have to think about anything else. Even if it's paycheck to paycheck, that's okay. You live off retirement at 65 and then you end your days. Oh my God. I just wasn't feeling it, but I know that was it. And the thing is, that mentality was passed down from my great grandmother to my grandmother to my mother, and it almost was coming to me, but I ended it because I was like, there's no way that this is what my life gotta look like. Honestly, I'll tell you all, I'll never forget graduating high school. So none of my family had been to college, and I went and worked at a grocery store, and everyone was so happy I'm working at a damn grocery store. All right, stocking shelves. And I'm not hating on people that work at a grocery store, but it was just I'm 18 years old, getting out of school, and it was just crazy. And it was just, I remember working there for 2 years, overnight stocking. And I was like, yo, this can't be my life. I gotta be able to do more. I gotta be able to see more. Life gotta be bigger than this, you know? And that's when I was just like, all right, you gotta just make it happen. Forget how anybody else feels about you. So that was my start to it all. The next thing, so acknowledge the existence, identify the root cause. And the next thing is just to replace those negative beliefs with positive ones. And this is going to be a little bit more difficult, because just how I told you all when I started my family, it was like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. You got to understand that a generational curse is an experience that people are just used to, and they haven't seen anything else, so they haven't seen anything better. And so once you have decided to take that on, you need to actually be able to succeed at that, to be able to replace those negative thoughts about what life looks like about what life could be like. My family now has seen me go out the country and see other places. They've seen my pictures. They saw me travel the world. They saw me do so many things on my own just to this point, and continually chasing after more, that they now know, wait, what we thought about life is not it. I mean, my mom, for God's sakes, and I don't never like giving up too much business about my family, but like she just got like a promotion with one of her jobs and getting paid more than she ever did in her life, just because now she knew those things was possible. She knew she didn't have to just stay stuck for some minimum wage job and everything. And I've been so proud of her and watching her growth. But this also was a replication of me, because her seeing like, wait, I can actually make that. And I'm like, yes, you just need to know XYZ, but who would have taught her? And I know people are like, oh, the books, the internet, but you gotta understand that generational curse and that experience is so much harder to break through than you can imagine if you're in it. That like you actually, somebody that's a part of the curse needs to show. Outside people just can't do it, okay? And that's just really important to know. And then as you, like I said, as you start winning for yourself, if you're the person that's gonna break it, it'll like start trickling over to your family members and everybody else to realize that more is possible. I'm not saying that they're gonna go after more, because my family's still pretty chill, but like they at least know it's possible. You feel me? Next one is just to create new patterns. So once you have realized that, okay, they graduated high school, worked a 9-to-5 job. What can I do differently? Me, I went to college, okay? And I ended up going to 2 different colleges, one in North Carolina, one in Delaware. And it allowed me to even see the world from that aspect. You feel me? And so like, you gotta just like create a new pattern, whatever the pattern was for your family. I don't know what it could be. Maybe they just want you to be a doctor or a lawyer, but you want to be a model. You know, you gotta like put yourself out there. You gotta start going to those seminars and going and get like shoots done for that way you can build up your portfolio. Like you gotta do something different to like start creating that new pattern that you're about to grow into a whole new life. All right. And lastly, and this is very important, you got to pass on that knowledge, okay? You got to pass that knowledge back to your family, because at the end of the day, if you're growing as a person, if you're developing, you're breaking the generational curse, they're all watching. You need to teach them how to do it too. You need to tell them the different things you're growing through as you made it happen, and even some setbacks that you might have faced, so that way they can understand. They're like, wow, so it isn't easy doing that, but you know what? It is possible. Because listen to me, and I'm only speaking on my family, like, and they all know this at this point. A 9-to-5 job don't guarantee nothing anymore. Y'all saw the layoffs that's been happening recently, and just the way life going. So times have just changed so much that security don't even really exist. So it's a curse that can keep you trapped. So imagine if I never went out to venture and do more, how much that curse would have been afflicting my family now, with all these layoffs and all these job things going on. And all you look forward to is a job. You never thought about like trying to build anything on your own. We would be done for. You see what I mean? So it's so important for you to try to break that. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comment section below, like which tip stood out for something you could do to be able to help your family break that generational curse. So maybe I said something that resonated with you better. I would love to hear about it. You already know, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely check out my next video.